Hey YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. I got the F-16 out today, the 70mm Eflite. I wanted to get some more flights on this. I've not done a very good job of recording this particular one, so I do have the part-timer here today. We're hoping to get some footage. Wind's been kind of interesting. It's been east and then it went southeast and now it's north, which is where I want it to be. But I may wind up having to land at a different spot, so we'll see. Alright. SMC Pack 3600. Let's take off.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Turning left. Gonna come around. See if we can do a loop or something here.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Safe mode.
I'm gonna set up for an approach here just to see what we've got for wind. Coming in way too fast, so I'm gonna go around. Still got about I think a northeast wind right now. I just did exactly what I don't want to do, is come out of that into a head, tailwind into a head. Wasn't bad.
Time remaining 1 minute. Gear down.
See if we can do that again. Whew. That got a little interesting there. All right. Days like today, reverse thrust would be really helpful. Other days when I can come in on a nice approach and put nose up on this thing, it'll just come right in. And I only use maybe 2/3 of this runway and sometimes half if I can touch down early. We may do one more flight here with this, so I'll set up another battery. We'll be coming back. I don't know if you can see that. That's a Castle RC Afterburner in there. Probably not easy to see in this kind of bright daylight, but we'll set up another battery and I'll be back. Hey YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. Trying another flight on the Thunderbird, but we switched venues. Winds are still out of the east, so I'm back behind the church here, which is probably where we should have gone with the first place, but my anemometer at home said north, protect it a little bit from east winds so it can get swirling in there. And of course it was the east once we got to the school for flying, so not the best. A lot of crosswind landings and such. So we're going to try it here, see if we can get some decent videos later on the day. Sun setting might be a little interesting when it's coming in, but I should be able to get past the sun and come in for approaches. So all right, let's give the Eflite 70mm. Here we go. All right, we'll bring it around for a pass. About half throttle, nice cruising speed. Take it up and do a loop. A little janky on me there. Still a little turbulent out there. Alright, we're going to set it up for an approach here. I am flying the 3600 SMC pack, so you should be able to get a little longer flight times with it. We'll do a touch and go here. Sorry about the sun, folks. Bring it around past. A little high. Chop the throttle. Bring some back in. Get that nose up, a little more throttle. Not bad. This plane would be the best if it had lights on it, but of course you can probably say that for half of Eflite's offerings, unfortunately. Over the sun, coming down. Bring it into a nose up. A little bit of throttle. A little more. That was about as nice as it's going to get with this plane. That was perfect. A really nice touchdown there. With just the right amount of wind tonight for this. Alright, we're going to bring this one to a stop. I'm getting a countdown here. I should be okay battery wise because I've got that slightly larger battery pack in there. Bring some power back in. Okay, wings for stopping. That works. Well, there you have it. The Eflite 70 millimeter, and I had part-timer here tonight recording, so hopefully we got some decent videos here. So all right, YouTube, going to do a bonus flight. We're running out of light, but I kind of want to showcase the Castle RC Afterburner in this jet. I don't think I've had any videos that have really shown it that much. I like this one. It's not too dull and it's not too bright. Fairly reasonable too, and it runs off the battery lead. Slight east wind, but due to time constraints, we're going to try a with wind takeoff here. So it isn't much. Let's give it a go.
Gear up.
All right. I don't think I'm going to get too crazy with anything here because of the light conditions. I don't want to lose orientation on this. This is one of my favorite planes. It just flies so well. I think this is a great second jet for 6S. Someday I want to do kind of a, if you're going to get into jets, especially like 6S jets, where should you start, and maybe what's the progression? And despite a lot of stuff out there, the Viper 70 millimeter, in my opinion, is absolutely not the best for 6S jet. I guess it depends. If you got your Viper given to you and you don't care if you crash it or not, and you can learn off of your mistakes on that, if that's you, great, start with that jet. If that's not you, to me there are better choices so that you can learn the aspects of flying jets, but maybe deal with a few of those aspects at a time before you start to get into jets that have bad flight habits, shall we say, in addition to the speed and the things you need to know about landing and all that other sort of thing. So really like this jet because of that. It's a great jet. First delta wing to learn how to land a delta wing. I don't know how well this video is going to show up for you. Let's see if we can do an approach here. But at some point I'm going to do a video on that. I don't know when I'll get that all together, but just my 2 cents worth. Try and bring it in here for a touch and go. That worked out pretty well. This plane, to me, would be the ideal plane if it had nav lights on it. I would probably fly it all the time. Oops, and it looks like we may have manned aircraft in the area. Is that a power glider? We'll see what he does. I might bring this to a stop right here. Where he's flying there used to be a grass runway airport that just recently got... We're going to pop out of that. I was worried about stopping. I don't know if everybody knows that that is not there anymore. Looks like he's staying well enough to the west for me.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Flying a smart pack this time, so I don't have quite the flight time. Probably pushing it a little bit here. Those are the things you can have happen at night when it's getting too dark. Hopefully I didn't do any damage here. Let's go take a look. Thought I had enough throttle to get to the end of the runway. Now I see a piece. Likely my nose cone broke again. And it did. If that's the only damage, I'll be pretty happy with that. As I've glued that before. Gear seems to be good. Yeah. We're good. Got a little bit of gluing to do. I was too distracted with my with that manned aircraft that I kind of lost focus on what I was doing on that approach there. Hopefully the magnet is inside the cone. Oh, that's a bummer. Oh, I lost the magnet. Oh, I found the magnet. That is about as lucky as it gets, considering always turn on your throttle cuts. Lots of don't do's here in this episode, so thanks a lot for watching, YouTube. Again, as always, like and subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. I do appreciate your support. Mark with Ultimate RC.